are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone, welcome to your November 2016 Alchemy Scope. So as you know, I work with the new moon cycles, and this new moon, the symbol, everybody, is amazing. So relevant, poignant, completely on point for what a lot of us are going to need as these energies have been so intense lately. So let's take a look. Now, when we talk about the new moon symbol, we're looking at the story that is imbued for all of us. So on the collective macrocycle level, for all of humanity, what is the growth cycle now? The new moon Sabian symbol that's going to be occurring on the 30th of October at 10:38 a.m. Pacific time is a calm lake bathed in moonlight. Amazing. And look at where it's happening in Scorpio. The degree is 7 degrees 44 minutes. So before we look at the symbol, let's look at the point where the symbol is located. This new moon at this 7 degree 44 minute point is amazing. Because if we look at the number 7, this is the chariot in the tarot. And the original meaning of the tarot was a human evolutionary school. It was a teaching system for our growth and evolution. 7 was the mastery of the mind. It is the mastery of the mind. It's the completion state of the mind, body, spirit tier. So this is mastery of the mind. If we look at 44, 4 is stability and support. It is an angel number. 44 is associated with the archangels. 4 and 4 together is 8. 8 is infinity. It's source. So this is about mastery of the mind through source. And of course, 7 is also the mysteries. 7 is also magic. 7 is also investigation. All of this is completely relevant for a calm lake bathed in moonlight. The keynote that Dane Rudyard has for this particular symbol is a quiet openness to higher inspiration. And he says, it tells us that beyond all efforts lays the need for peace and the readiness to accept the illumination from above. Everybody, this is a time frame over the course of November 2016 where we are supported. We're supported if we open up. We're supported by spirit to calm our mind, to be in peace with the shifts and the changes going on. There is support, but we're going to need to open to it because it is infused in the story on the collective during this month. So let's go ahead and move on now to the individual signs and see what the specifics are for your particular demographic. Sagittarius. So let's take a look and see what's happening for you over the course of this cycle. As I always do, let's start with the I Ching to tap into the Sagittarius Microcycle, the unfolding story at the foundation of your month. You received 2 I Ching hexagrams. The first one was 23 splitting apart, and that came with changing lines, and that became number 42 increase. So combined, this is the underpinning story for you. Splitting apart has to do with delusion. It has to do with illusion. It has to do with splitting apart from seeing or being in a state of delusion. It's about seeing clearly something that you didn't see clearly before. And for you, it has to do with increase. 42 increase is about progress. It's about moving forward successfully. It's about energy behind a project or a task, something that you're working on that is moving it forward well. It's progressing. So this time of increase, there's delusion around it, and you're becoming clear around what that is. Now, interestingly, if we go to your spread, we can see that the middle of your spread has the main theme for your month. The card there is no focus, no attention. So Sag, it was interesting because as I was shuffling your deck, as I was doing your reading, my hands had a very unusual feeling in them, and I get a lot of sensations in my hands as I'm doing the card readings, and I get sensations in my body too. For you, it was prickly. So I had like pinpricks all over my hands as I was pulling your spread. And I think this is exactly what's going on. This is the delusion that's playing out that you're getting, hopefully, clarity around over the course of this month. You're not focusing, you're not attending. There's a lack of attention that you're placing on things that are working for you in the sidelines, in your field, in your sphere. There's success, there is increase, there is a time of movement forward, but there's something about your process right now where you're not tuning in appropriately, you're not mindful of it. So what is it that you're not being totally mindful of, or what can you be more mindful of? In the spiritual sector of the spread, over on the right side, you can see mission of the soul. Underneath that, higher forces. This is about your work in the world. Higher forces is about profound spirituality. I mean, it's about a higher order, not just about your higher self, not just about your guides per se, but it's about the organizing principles underlying your story. And so there is a powerful push for your, let's say, mission of the soul to come forward now, but you're not focusing on that. Down at the base of the spread, guidance, do not worry, connect, and man masculine. I think what this is saying, down at the foundation of your month, over November, the guidance for you is going to be to relax, do not worry. However, it is going to also be to connect with your masculine energy. The man masculine card doesn't always have to do with a man. Sometimes it's talking about action, masculine qualities. So it might be that action is needed. So the guidance is to relax, connect, and take action over the course of this month. Over on the left side, you can see food and divination. And Sag, yet again, there's a spirituality card coming up there. Emotionally, you have the potential, if you tune in, to really feel nurtured by spirit. That is what that is talking about. Food, divination. Emotionally, you're going to feel nurtured, fed by spirituality. That is available to you. But if you're not focusing on it, you're not going to know it's there. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to experience it. Up in the mental sector, support and freedom. So your mind is going to be having thoughts over the course of the cycle about what you desire for support and what you want for your sovereign self, how you want to be free. You know, what's going to help you become freer, maybe have more time, etc. And you want support for that. But again, there's a lack of focus that's activated for your process. So become mindful of that. Now let's move on to the guidance. Who are you to become and embody this month? Perfect Dakini is coming up for you. Number 33 in Flami. In Flami is fire. You are to become fire. In Flami is hot and passionate and fiery. She is quick and she's fierce. She's life-giving. She's also gentle and containable. You know, it's like all the qualities of fire is who you are to become. In Flami is an agent of change, turning matter, this is what Penny Slinger writes, turning matter from one state to another. She turns flammable material to ashes, turns water from solid to liquid, and then to steam. She is an alchemical transformer. So, Sag, for you, there's something blocking or numbing you connecting to the gifts, the energies, the progressions that are activated in your sphere. And so the guidance is for you to tap into your fire, tap into your deeper well of that fiery, passionate self. And it could be, by the way, that, as I kind of mentioned earlier, that no focus, no attention card is talking about a numbness. So some of you are numbed down, numbed out. You might be overwhelmed. You might have a lot going on. There is a lot going on globally in our communities, on the energetic level for all of humanity, for the planet. Very intense indeed. So we can move into numbness, we can move into overwhelm, and then we shut down. So if you are moving through a space of shutdown, this is an invitation over the course of this process for you to tap into inflame, become fire, access your passions. And again, the guidance for you at the base of that spread, remember the guidance was to relax, connect to your action set. Okay, so very clear message for you here. Again, prickliness in the hands as I was bringing this forward. I think what the prickliness was saying was wake up, wake up. It's almost like pinpricks. Stop numbing out, wake up. Okay, and I actually just got that clarity. So I do think that this is a time for you to wake up out of your slumber, whatever you've been numbing out to because of overwhelm or whatever other reasons. It's time now to start to tap into your inner well of vitality, your inner well of passion. Okay, so for those of you that are desiring a personalized alchemy scope, you can connect with me via my website. The link is below. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful month ahead, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye.